podcast, live from Dessau, is broadcast from Mitteldeutschland and features all things languages. The show is hosted by our teachers, presenting students and guests from all walks of language learning experiences. Joining us for this week's episode is one of my favorite students. Her name is Lynn. Lynn, welcome to the podcast. How are you?
Hi, Scott. I'm excited to join your interview. Yeah.
No, thank you. Thank you very much for agreeing to do this. I'm very happy that you decided to participate, and I look forward to talking to you for the next hour.
Okay. To be honest, I never heard my English voice, so I'm very excited. Yeah, I hope I don't have so many mistakes in my conversation.
No.
Yeah, if I speak wrong, please correct me, Scott.
I'll think about that.
Okay.
So today, actually, Lynn, you're also a very unique individual because you speak 3 languages.
Yes, my mother language is Chinese. I'm from China.
Okay.
And I'm working in Germany. I have to speak German in my daily work. Now I'm learning English by you because English language skills also required by my work.
Okay.
My employer is very international.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So before we start talking about your German language learning experiences, I'd like to talk about your English language learning experiences because you started learning English back in China.
Well, yeah, actually, it's the English learning by me a very long and small process.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that process?
Okay. I would like to see it has 3 phases in this process for me. I mean, only for me.
Mm-hmm.
The first phase is the standard middle school program in China. We had to learn English. I think for today also. Yeah, English is the first language.
Okay.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, we have to learn English in the school from 12 years old to 18 years old. We had to also pass the exams.
Okay.
It's standard, the first phase. Yeah. And then I went to the university and chose the major for communication engineering, what without English course.
Okay.
At that time, I learned English by myself for some years. And for example, every morning I read English for 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I listen also English, music, and I watched also movies in English.
Okay.
And I joined the English corner. I don't know if you know that. I think almost every Chinese university has such as corner named English corner.
Okay.
It's normally weekly. I joined also. It's I spoke English with different students.
Okay.
And I joined also different English exams and tests in my bachelor time. I started my bachelor in China.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in high school, did you have a native English speaker as a teacher or no?
No.
Okay.
I don't have. We have also a native speaker teacher, but not for my major.
Okay.
We have also faculty faculty.
Faculty.
Yeah, faculty for language.
Okay.
Language learning. So
Okay.
there are so many native speaker teachers, but I studied communication engineering. Yeah.
So none of your university courses were taught in English, right? Like the curriculum courses that you took for communication engineer, none of the courses were taught in English.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why you
Yeah.
needed to, if you wanted to keep speaking English, you needed to keep practicing on your own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So
Was
yeah,
English was learning English important to you? Like when you graduated from high school, did you think that English was important to carry on in your career?
Actually not so important for me.
Okay.
You know, in China, you don't need English in your life.
Okay.
So
that's a good point.
That is also why my English learning has a long and slow time. Yeah. I didn't have a clear goal to learn English, but I wanted to keep learning English just
for your own personal growth.
Yeah. Okay. To be honest, I wasn't a hard worker for English learning. Really. So I didn't want to forget English.
Okay.
So I read every morning something in English. Yeah.
What kind of material were you reading?
Oh, it's a very classical, the learning book.
Okay, just the textbook, a textbook.
There are different level for the different articles. Some article very short, some long.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just reading passages.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
And
go ahead.
Yeah, that was my second phase. So learning English by myself. After I arrived in Germany, I decided to learn German. And in the meanwhile, I stopped learning English because it was so difficult for me. I mixed the English and German always.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you first came to Germany, did speaking English, did that help you communicate at first when you arrived?
Yeah.
And then you saw where German was needed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, German, of course, I could decide my study in English, but I studied technical, and the professors, they are German. I think, I have to learn German. Perhaps I get much more knowledge from professors if they speak German, not English.
Definitely.
Okay, hopefully I'm right.
No, you're exactly, of course, that's important. So tell us, okay, you start your university degree in China and you're studying communications engineering, right?
Yes.
So how did you find the German institution in Magdeburg? What was the process like?
Why I came to Germany?
Or how did you find out about that opportunity that you could? Did you finish your undergraduate degree in China or in Germany?
Yeah, I finished my bachelor degree in China.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, studying in Germany, not my decision, just recommended by my teacher in the Chinese university. That was a program between my Chinese university and the German university.
Okay.
The program was only for 4 years, and only for the students, they study computer science, not communication engineering.
Okay.
So one day I heard, how to say, so my teacher
Told
visited
you?
me. Visited me after, after lesson. She's a woman. She visited me. Hey, Lin, do you have? Do you want to study in Germany? And we have a chance. I want to recommend you to
recommend.
join
That's
the
right.
program. She told me that.
Okay.
Earlier, I didn't know that.
Okay.
That was also why I was the only one not to study computer science in the group.
Okay, so you graduated from the Chinese university and then you came to Germany and you studied computer science here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it at a graduate level or again at an undergraduate level? Did you start over again for 4 years you had to study here? Or was it for a master's degree?
No, in Germany, I just changed my major.
You changed your major. Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Actually, I wanted to continue learning communication engineering, but I got recommendation from Professor Lin. You can go to University Jena to continue your communication engineering, and or you can also stay here to study another major. You can change. You have good background. You can change your major.
Okay.
So I think I thought about that, and I didn't want to go to Jena. So I decided to stay here and to change my major.
Okay.
It's not big problem.
So when you told your family, your mother and father, that you were going to go to Germany to continue your education, what did they say?
My mother supported me, but my father didn't want.
Did he tell you why?
It has taken so many days to discuss between my mother and father. My mother thinks it's a good thing, a good opportunity for me.
Right.
Yeah, if I can do it, you please do it. So mother thinks though.
Okay.
But my father thinks, Germany is too far away. Yeah, if I want to visit you or meet you, it's not so easy. The father didn't want.
Okay.
But I think it took 3 or 4 months to discuss, and finally my father agreed.
Okay.
Yeah, it's long ago.
But it's a long way from home, right? I understand your father's concern. So how old were you the first time you came to study?
After bachelor, I think 22, 23.
Okay.
22. Yeah.
And so you came to Magdeburg first, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This I came to Magdeburg through the project between the both university. Yeah, and then I stay in Magdeburg for some years.
Okay. So how did your German language lessons begin? Did it begin at the university? Did you have to take German language courses before you could start actually taking the university courses?
No.
Okay.
No, because I got information from my university. You can study your major in Germany, also in English.
Okay.
So I didn't think about German learning.
Okay.
As I still in China. After I arrived in Magdeburg, I saw, Germany is a industrial country, and you study technical major, and there are so many German professors. If you speak English, what can you learn? or only the book things.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was also the reason I chose to learn German.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds like when you first came to Germany, were you planning on staying in the country? Like after you finished your university, did you think about your future at that particular point? So German was more important to learn as a
No.
language. Okay.
I'm a I have a personal character. I don't think about so much
Okay.
for the future.
Like long-term
Yeah.
planning, right?
Yeah. I never thought about what I will be or what I will do. I choose only at that time
Okay.
what I can do.
Okay, so that's good. Maybe that's where your personality, because you're more spontaneous.
I think a little bit stupid, yeah.
No,
Sometimes.
not at all. It's being spontaneous is a very good characteristic. Yeah.
Thank you. I know many people they think about so much for the future, and they plan so much for the future.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm not. I came to Magdeburg, and my the teacher, 6 teachers from my Chinese university, they took us 6 teachers and 6 students.
Okay.
We were 12
12
people
people?
in the
Okay.
group, from China to Magdeburg.
Okay.
And the teachers, they stayed in Magdeburg for one day, and
Okay.
they met all those local professors, and they introduced us to the professors.
Okay.
And the 6 students, they could decide news after arriving.
Okay.
So in this day, I decided to learn German, and I got a chance to join the to join the German course in the university.
Okay.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
And then I studied German learning in the intensive German course in the university.
Okay.
Yeah, for 18 months for German learning every day, only German language. Yeah.
So for 18 months, you're studying every day the German language, and you're living in Magdeburg.
Yeah, because I didn't have any German knowledge before I came to Magdeburg.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to spend so much time for learning.
No, 18 months, that sounds about right.
It was a very difficult time, I think.
Okay.
Why
was it difficult?
It's at first it's a very new language for me. I have to learn from ABCD. Yeah, and then you see the course has different students. They are from different countries.
Okay.
I see the difference between the people. They, for example, from Turkey, from Letland, and they learned German swift. I can see very fast.
Okay.
Yeah,
Quicker.
faster than Chinese students. We there were also some Chinese students, some from Vietnam, some from Thailand, from European, also from USA.
Okay.
And I got the difference between the people. I learned so slowly. Yeah,
So
it's
why do you think that? What was the most difficult challenge in the beginning, right? What was the difficult challenge to overcome when learning German?
I think Chinese language is very different. It's very different. It's difficult
It
to say.
it is. I
Just
mean, if you ask me, I think German is difficult to learn. First of all, it's hard for me to pronounce some of the sounds, right?
yes, for me also, yeah.
In
German learning pronounce, yeah. This is a problem, and the second one is also grammar.
okay,
Yeah, yeah, you know the verbs, not like Chinese, not like English, just
okay,
yeah, yeah. Some important verbs you have to set at the end
hmm,
of the sentence.
right. So there's different cases, accusative and dative, and
Yeah,
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 you have to add on certain sounds to the ends of words. You're right. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, very difficult was the listening,
Hmm.
understanding.
Okay.
Yeah, we during my German learning in the course, I got very often exams.
Hmm.
So my degree was not so good. Yeah,
Your test results weren't so good.
yeah, yeah. Results not so good as a Turkey students or Letland students.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt sometimes also sad why I learned so slow.
So, where were you living at the time? Were you living in a student dormitory?
Yes.
Were you around like other international students, or were you with the 6 Chinese students that you came with, or the 5 Chinese students
It's
that you came with?
mixed. It's mixed.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many hours a day did you go to German language courses?
Every day we studied at 8 o'clock
Uh-huh.
and finished, I think, after lunch.
Okay, so 4 hours a
14,
day, yeah.
yeah,
4 hours a day.
14, I think, over more than 4 hours. And afternoons we came to the uh, we came to the lab
Hmm.
to practice with computer.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that was it
yeah,
was a
it's an
very
intensive.
intensive course.
Yeah, intensive course. It's an intensive course because, yeah, regarding to my German learning, is my English learning not intensive. As
Okay.
I told you, yeah, very slow, very long time.
Hmm.
And German learning, I have a clear goal. I have to pass the exam. I have to start my study in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Since you're living in Germany and you have to speak the language when you go outside of the classroom, did that help you, like living in a German environment when you would go to the supermarket or when you would go out with your friends? I mean, you're forced to speak German. Not forced, but you must speak German. Does that
Yeah,
help you living in Germany?
yeah, it's helped me. And the first 3 years in Germany, I had a small digital dictionary
Okay.
always by me. Whatever where I was, I used this dictionary
Okay.
every time.
Okay. So
Yeah.
your goal was to reach a B1, a B2, a C1, a C2. I mean, did you have to be a C1 German speaking Chinese
I think
national?
now I have, but at that time, no, not
Okay.
yet. My goal is DSH2. Is
Hmm.
with the DSH2, I'm allowed to study in the
Okay.
university. Yeah, you
So,
can. If you have already SH1, the level one,
mhm.
you are allowed only to start study in the Fachhochschule.
Okay.
As yeah,
Okay.
I have to have two level
Okay.
two and to start my study.
And that's
That was
called,
my goal.
What is that
Yeah.
called? It's a DHS2. I don't, what is
DSH. DSH, I
so
think it's
explain to yeah.
Deutsche Sprache für Hochschule.
Okay.
But it is only for the foreigner,
Okay.
for
So
foreign students.
you have to speak at a certain level to go to the university if you want to
Yeah,
study in German.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's
To
like
improve my
Mhm.
German, I taught also Chinese in the Volkshochschule for some years
Okay.
in German. It's also very helpful for me to improve the German skill.
Okay. So you went over to the Volkshochschule and you asked if you could teach the Chinese language.
Yes,
They were looking for a Chinese teacher. That's cool. So how many years did you do that? You didn't tell me that before. That's nice.
Yeah, I forgot something. Yeah, I think some years,
Okay.
3-4 years at least.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Volkshochschule, and I taught also Chinese in the IHK
Okay.
Industrial Handelskammer.
Okay.
Yeah, there are some people, they are working for international companies.
Mhm.
Yeah, and they want to I mean also Chinese companies in Saxe-Anhalt.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, some people, they want to learn Chinese.
Okay.
Yeah, they need
Did you
Chinese.
enjoy that experience? Was that a positive experience for you teaching?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's for me also very good to learn German.
Mhm.
Yeah, I give the course in German.
Okay.
Yeah, I see. There are also some jokes. I didn't understand the German word, and
Uh-huh.
I asked my students. They
Okay.
answered me.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Actually, for me, it's every day a school day.
Mhm. Yeah, okay, that's a good way to look at it. Every day is a school day.
Yeah.
All right, so you finished your 18 months of intensive German courses. What happens next?
What
You start
happened? I passed the DSH2
Mhm.
exam,
Okay.
and I got also certificate,
Mhm.
and I started my master's study in
Okay.
the university,
So your
Magdeburg.
master's, what did you study for your master's?
I studied computer systems in engineering. It's a mixed major between communication engineer and computer science. Yeah, the thesis took a long time, but the study took 3 years, I think.
Okay.
The thesis took over 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah, I changed also one time my topic
Mhm.
because of the different ideas by my supervisors in the
Okay.
university. Yeah.
Okay.
At first, I got a topic in a company.
Uh-huh.
I that means I can do the thesis in the company. In 3 months, I informed from university, please change your topic, and we don't want to work with company together.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was why I needed long time to complete my thesis.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
fine. So when do you meet your guest parents? Like,
Oh,
is that during the intensive training courses?
the first time
Yeah, the first
I
time you were introduced to them.
yeah I was still in the English no, German course.
Yeah, how did you meet them in the first place? Your guest family.
the first place to meet my guest family.
Uh-huh.
We met us front of the theater.
Okay.
Opera house.
But
Yeah.
how did you meet them? Like, was it some sort of like city program, or was it connected to the university? Or you said you answered something in the newspaper, right?
Yes, newspaper. Yes, it's the organization was posted on the newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
And also informed to the university.
Okay.
In the university, we have a group, it's international or something, international club or group. And I informed also from the group, hey, Lin, there is a Veranstaltung
Okay. Yeah.
somewhere, and if you if you want, you can join that. And yeah.
Okay.
Then I met my guest family in the Veranstaltung, how to say? Veranstaltung for Christmas, Christmas Veranstaltung.
Like a Christmas market?
Not market, just baking cakes.
Okay. A bakery.
Baking Christmas cakes.
Like a bakery?
Yeah. This is a room. you can come to the room to join the baking program.
Okay, like a cooking school.
Yeah.
Something like a cooking school. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. It's a Christmas time.
Okay, so you're learning how to make Christmas cookies.
Yes.
In sort of like a place where there's a big kitchen.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So is it one student per family, or is it like a lot of people that are interested in meeting international students? Or just having a cultural experience?
I think more.
Okay.
More students.
Okay.
More students than families. Yeah, most of the families are old people. They didn't need to work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're all retired.
Yes.
So I'm trying to think, is this just like a community service like project in Magdeburg to get old people and international people together? It's like a cross-cultural experience, right? Basically.
Yes.
Okay. So the people that were like the German people that were retired, they wanted to do this, right? They want to meet international
students. They wanted to know international students. They wanted to know some foreign culture. And there are not only Chinese students, there are also another students.
Of course. Sorry.
For example, my guest family has me and also a Russian Russian girl.
Okay.
My guest family, I think, is really a gift for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
How so?
We met us and we continue to contact each other, and we did many things together. For example, we visited different cities or work on the mountain.
Okay.
You went
hiking? Yeah, you went hiking in the mountains?
Yeah, hiking. Yeah, we hiked together for sometimes. And sometimes the guest father, he called me, hey, Lin, come to us. We make a festival for us only. Not the official holidays or festival. Just we made a private festival. Just
they love you. They want to see you. How many years have you known them now? You've known them for a long time.
Now over 11 years, 12 years.
12 years. So
12 years.
Do you think that they are your adoptive parents in Germany, like your second parents in Germany?
Yeah, you can see if I have difficult things in my
Mhm.
life, I asked always, "Hi, can you help me to, yeah,
Right.
to give
And
some suggestion?"
yeah, and I remember we were talking before, like your guest father came over and helped you like install things in your
Yes,
apartment, like
yes,
electricity or something like this, right? That's always helpful.
yes. You know, after my study,
Hmm.
I left from Magdeburg for my work in another city
Okay.
for some years, for 4 years, I think.
What city did you
Yeah,
live in?
yeah. The first training work, the full time in Leipzig, it's
Hmm.
not so far away,
Right.
and then I got a fixed job in uh, Haselwinkel. Haselwinkel is a small country in the North Rhine-Westphalia.
Hmm.
Yeah, a little bit too far away.
Hmm.
And my guest family, the both they drove to the Haselwinkel to meet me, and they introduced their good friends for many years. Yeah, for me,
Who
and
lived there?
yeah, who lives there
Right.
in near Haselwinkel, and the guest mother told me, if you need help in the life, please ask them. They can help you every time.
Yeah, see, I mean, that's different. Like you've built a loving relationship with this German couple who are still looking after you when you move away to a different city, right? They have friends in that particular city and say, "Hey, help our quote unquote daughter, right? If she needs help." That's
Yeah,
that makes a big impact, I think, on living in a different country and different culture, right?
yeah, yes, yeah.
It's really
Uh,
nice.
yes, really, I'm really thank thank the for the for what I met.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
and
very nice.
then yeah, in 4 years, I came back to Magdeburg.
Were they
Uh,
happy that you came back to Magdeburg? Of course they were.
yeah, in Winter, I felt a little bit too lonely.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a small country, and not so not so many young people there.
Okay.
And uh, yeah, I would like to change my
Okay.
workplace. Yeah. Mm, Now, yeah, after I came back to Magdeburg, immediately came my guest family
Hmm.
to me.
Sure.
Uh, yeah, the both have had a look in my apartment, what I need, and then they started to help me to install my kitchen, install my furnitures,
Hmm.
everything,
Perfect. That's so nice.
everything.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Yeah.
So you also mentioned in one of our previous conversations that you were involved in the theater to also increase your language proficiency and to integrate more in German culture. Could you tell us a little bit about that experience?
Okay, that was my German learning time.
Okay.
Still in the German course. Uh, yeah, I met a German language teacher,
Hmm.
but not she taught German not in the university,
Okay.
just in a private school,
Okay.
and she wanted to perform some theater.
Hmm.
She knows also many international students. They
Okay.
are learning German,
Hmm.
and I was glad to join the group. And I think the word is a trial, trial.
Ah, a trial.
Yeah,
Okay. So you had a
this is a
trial.
weekly trial
Okay.
for, I think, for 10 months for for one piece of theater. And we have to have trial for 10 months.
Okay.
And
Wow, that's intense.
and then we performed over drill in the university. It's entrance is for free for student or for every people. It's free, but it's also I think probably it's helpful for my improvement of
Okay.
of German skill.
Looking at, I think there's two things that you've done when you've taken the language courses, right? First, you've met this family from Germany who you've created this beautiful relationship with. And then you're sort of like participating in these other projects like the theater project. I mean, that takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of confidence. I think many people might feel uncomfortable taking that extra step. I think to break out of that and actually start participating into these cultural events, getting to know a family, I think that says a lot about your personality.
I was very active during my study time.
Okay.
I think after I started my master study, I joined also choir to sing to sing with with for also for some years.
Okay.
I did so much. I taught in the Volkshochschule. I leaded some different courses, and I taught also in IHK. I joined also choir to sing. I played also some roles for theater.
Exactly.
That was my study time.
You really, I mean, but I was saying you're integrating into German society. That's a wonderful thing.
Thank you.
You come back to Magdeburg, you start working in your current position. Can we talk a little bit about your work experiences? Like, you're the only Chinese national working in your company, right?
Okay. Till now, I experienced three employers. The first one, in Leipzig, I worked just for full-time training, not the fixed job, for some months. It was a very good German company, and for example, we worked only 7 hours every day.
Okay.
Yeah, we had much more free time to to do something. Yeah.
Right.
But the company is good. It's not big, but good. But the only things what I didn't accept, the company wanted to send me to China for further work. I had a business trip in China in the new built factory.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a new build.
So a German company built a factory in China.
Yes.
And they wanted you to work in China.
Yeah. The company wanted to let me work in China.
Okay.
I had a business trip there, and I was sick.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
you were sick during your visit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and I don't want to say some negative things, but it's from my trip. I think I started to how to say
cough.
Cough, and I had to work every day, and every day I had to stay there over 13
Okay.
Yeah,
Long
the
days.
factory not yet finally finished. I not finished to build, and so many things to do. And every morning at 7, I started to work, and in the night, 8 hours still not yet finished. Yeah, that's the problem is only in the new factory, not in the German factory. But I, yeah, I was also sick and headache and so much progress. Yeah, so many problems. I didn't want to continue.
The production hadn't started. This is just the setup, and you were working 13 hours a day.
Yeah, and my mother visited me to the hotel.
Okay.
And I didn't have time to meet my mother. I was always in the factory. The factory is outside from the center, but the hotel is inside. And it's not so good for me. My mother came to me and only to the hotel, and after work I came back to the hotel only with my mother only 1 hour to speak to be together, and the next day my mother was left.
Okay.
Well, my mother planned to leave after my work, but my work never finished.
So how long was that business trip?
It's 7 days.
Okay, so 7 days.
Yeah.
And you saw your mother 1 hour.
1 hour. Yes, 1 hour. And my mother was very sad. Yeah, because the train will leave, and she couldn't wait for me. Yeah. This is my first experience. I didn't want to have to work so much and no free time.
Right.
Yeah. I like China. I like also Germany, but I don't like such as work.
Right. Okay, so you came back to Germany and you left that company, right?
Yeah. So the second company is also very famous, very big. In Germany. So also a good company, but I think there were cultural shocks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you explain what were some of those cultural shocks?
It's difficult to say. I felt from my supervisor, he compared always the Asian people.
Okay.
I don't like that type thing.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the first, maybe one of the first times in the workplace that you're experiencing a little bit of prejudice because you're coming from China. Right?
Yeah. My German is always, I'm learning German every day. Yeah, it's not so good like a native speaker.
Okay. Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah, in the work life, it's another feeling.
Is it? That's interesting. Okay. Do you think there's a difference? Okay. In the workplace, should it be at a higher level? Like at a
not higher level, just you have to pay attention what you say.
Okay.
It can be misunderstand with a wrong word.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to pay attention.
Can you give us an example?
Oh, no. No.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so you worked. Okay, the second company you worked for, you never got along with your manager, and you think it's because of these cultural differences or the way that he felt about people from China or people from India?
Yes, yes. He asked me sometimes some questions. Hey, what do you think about India? Or what do you think about me? Yeah, it's a normal question, but just sometimes feeling. Yeah, you felt another.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
I felt a little bit tired in internal time.
Yeah. I understand. Like,
Okay.
those are personal
Thank you.
questions. Those really, Germans, they like work is for work, right? And usually, like, other topics are rarely discussed because they keep the
Yeah.
personal life and the work colleagues' lives very separated.
Mm,
I mean,
I can give you an example what the between German and Chinese. If
okay.
if I say, oh, he is an old man, it means not age, not for age old, just experienced man.
Okay.
So for work or normally that I see for work, old means experience, good
A good worker,
experienced man.
experienced worker.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the Germans think, oh, in Germany we don't see, we never see old man or so, yeah, this is very different here. I
Okay.
experienced.
That's
Yeah.
funny. So the next time I have a student, an older student, I'll say, "Ah, you're a really good old person." Right? And it means that it means you're a really good worker, right? A really good experienced
Good
worker.
worker,
Yeah.
a good expert. Yeah, this is only the Chinese culture.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have to pay attention to the difference.
How words are misinterpreted or how words are interpreted, right? And according to different cultural attributes. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so why did you come back to Magdeburg?
Um. Yeah, as I told you, I felt lonely
Okay.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
In the free time, I played or badminton with my colleagues. But most of the free time, I don't know what I didn't know what I can do. I drove my car over Rio. I visited the another cities just
Okay.
like Münster, like Köln, like Düsseldorf. Yeah, the cities are not so far away. Yeah,
Okay.
for 1 hour, 2 hours, I can arrive.
Hmm.
But I didn't want to stay home and stay in the country.
So that you come back to Magdeburg, you start working at your current position. Um, what is it like now? It seems like you are fully integrated. You have fantastic German skills. You're working at a good company. You're living in a nice capital city. Do you have any more goals in Germany? Are you happy that where you are? What's the next thing for Lynn, in Germany?
I told you I'm not.
You're not
I'm
a
not.
planner. I know. I know.
I'm not a planner. I live only for right now,
Okay.
and what I see, what I can.
Yeah, but are you happier being back in Magdeburg? You're back. You have such a. This is the first place that you came to when you came to
Yes,
Germany.
yeah. For
Okay.
me, Magdeburg is like my second hometown.
Okay.
Yeah, in my life.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy to come back. I know some people. I can say I'm from West Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, back to East Germany. Some people they are living in the West Germany. They don't like East cities.
Hmm.
I don't know why. It's just a history program. Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Some people say surprised. Hey, you went back to Magdeburg, back to Ost Germany. Yeah, I'm back. Why? They don't understand why. But for me, really, I'm happy. I'm here.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to hear. That's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, and how often, okay, so you said in the beginning of our podcast episode that you need English for your current position.
Yes.
How often do you speak English in your current position?
My current position, I think I have to not speak but use. Yeah, I have to use English for daily work.
Okay.
My position has actually two functions. One function is to take care for the location. Take care of the location, the local systems, the local, local issues. Yeah,
Okay.
for local issues, I need my German. And the second function, I have to communicate, with my team member from different countries.
Right.
Yeah, they are in Netherlands, they are in USA, they are also in Manchester, in Belgium, France, and so on.
Okay.
Yeah, we can only speak English to communicate some work issues.
Okay.
Yeah, I have also every week many English meetings. Yeah, phone. I mean telephone conferences.
Conference calls. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you writing a lot
Perhaps.
of emails in English too?
Yeah, email. No, of course, emails. Very, very important way to communicate. Yeah. Yeah, for me, English and German, they are very important for the work. Yeah, this is my the third phase in my English learning process. Yeah. Now the third phase. I'm in the third phase.
The third phase is called life.
Third phase is continue to learn English.
Yeah, but I think what you've done it's pretty amazing. You know, you've left your home country, you've moved to Europe, you've gotten a graduate degree, right? Living in another country, studying in another language, and now you're working. Who does that? Like there's not many people that do that. You know, when you left China to come over for the university experience, did you think you were going to stay in Europe? Was that your plan?
No.
Okay.
No.
So that's right. There was no plan. but you stayed, right? So that's why did you stay?
Why did you stay?
Yeah.
Because I got a position in Germany.
Right. Okay. So you found work.
You mean in China we have a sentence. Yes. You touch the stone and move on.
Okay.
For me, yeah, this is also my life. I touched something and I moved my. In my opinion, your life is like to cross the river, cross a river. River has so much water, and you have to cross the river. And but you don't know if how deep the water is. Yeah, you have to find, or you have to touch, you have to find a stone to help you to move on, to have the next step. Yeah, you are touching, you are finding, and you are moving on.
Can you say this proverb in Chinese for our listeners?
摸着石头过河.
And the English
okay,
so the German translation is?
The German It's difficult to say.
Okay,
I before I make a mistake. Yeah, I will ping you. Perhaps you find the correct meaning in
no,
the
no, no.
Google.
So tell me the English translation then. The English translation is touching the
Touch
stone,
the, touch the stone and move on.
touch the stone and move on. Is that what you're doing? Are you touching stones and moving on with your life?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if I understand correct, but for me, it's a life really with secret. You don't know what happened, what will happen tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah. You have to find your way to success. Yeah, to.
When you talk to your family today, are they proud of your accomplishments?
My parents, they are not they are not the type to say so much,
Okay.
but they are happy. They are happy. Staying in Germany, and I'm working in Germany, and yeah, I can live my life by myself. Yeah, they are happy for this situation.
Okay.
They they don't need to take care for my future if I can live good or
Okay.
bad. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. For parents, they have kids. They want to see their kids can live by themselves. I
Okay.
think it's a normal.
It's
Normal.
normal. You're right.
Yeah, it's normal.
They want
Yeah.
their kids to be happy. They want them to be successful, but they want them to enjoy what they do.
Yes, yeah. They know what they do. They know what they want to do.
Right.
It's enough. Or
Okay. How often do you talk to them?
very often,
Uh-huh.
very often. Every week, 4 times or 3 times if
Okay.
I have time. Yeah,
Good.
if I have break,
Uh-huh.
I called my mother on WeChat.
No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Like, what advice would you give to other international students who are thinking about coming, to Germany? Let's say learning the language. What would you say?
Learning the language in Germany, you will have many chances to improve your language skills. Uh, just like me, I can choose to join choir to sing with local people together and
Right.
to communicate. And this is a way. This is an example. Of course, you will find different Verein. How to say Verein? Verein is an organization. It's for free for students, for young people. You can join.
Okay, like volunteer outreach community projects, something
Yeah,
like this.
yes,
Okay.
yes. To be honest, here you will find many chances to improve your language skill. Just like at the beginning, I visited weekly medicine treffen only for only for girls. We met with different international girls together. We did for example painting together or something else.
Okay.
We made something together. We talked about everything. This
Okay.
is for girls, and of course for for boys also different organization. Yes, very good. Germany is very good. Everything is book. If you follow the book, you will be safe. And
Okay.
in Germany, yeah, please open your mind, open your heart to
Okay.
accept you will find something wonderful. Wonderful.
That's, you know what? That sounds wonderful. And I think that's a good way to, it's a good way to end the episode. Yeah. Cool. Well, Lynn, I want to thank you so much for participating in our podcast this week. It's wonderful. Yeah, I'm really happy that you decided to say yes. It's so nice talking to you. I always enjoy it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Scott. Yeah, I'm also very happy to join the interview. Thank you, Scott.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
An idiom a day keeps the doctor away. Let's talk idioms. And welcome back for another exciting segment that we call idioms. Joining us today in the studio for our idiom segment is Muhammad Ali and our favorite colleague, everyone knows and loves, John.
Oh, yeah.
So, John,
Yes,
today you have an idiom for us?
I do. It's resting on your laurels.
Resting on your laurels. Ali, what is a laurel?
I think it's a bush or a shrub. I mean, I'm really not sure about this one. I mean, I have heard this idiom before.
Okay.
But I've never used it. So, yeah.
Okay.
Resting on your laurels. I have heard about it too, but I've never used it. So I'm really interested in hearing John's definition. And how do we use this, John?
Yes, John.
Look, recent months and the pandemic and all the ways we've had to adapt is a really good context for using it, because resting on one's laurels means you can't keep doing something the way you've always done it. You've got to find a new way. So for anybody who was maybe successful before Corona or the pandemic and didn't adapt, you may say that they tried resting on their laurels and they didn't change.
So you have to change in order to use this idiom.
It means that you can't just keep doing the things you've always been doing the way you've been doing them. You can't rest on your laurels. You've got to innovate. You've got to try new things. You've got to learn new things.
Okay.
Stop resting on your laurels. So it's to motivate people.
Yeah.
Well, it could be a way to motivate, but it's also out of necessity sometimes, because you have to adapt, you have to change, and you can't rest on your laurels.
Yep.
Okay.
I think that makes sense.
So yeah, it doesn't have to be negative. It could be positive.
Yeah. And
in a motivational
it's interesting
way.
that Ali identified a laurel as a bush or a plant, because it is. And you may visualize the ancient Greek athletes wearing this arch of leaves around their heads once they've done something. Yeah, that's actually what a laurel is. That same plant is the laurel.
So it symbolizes or represents something of greatness?
I'm not sure what the connection to the laurel plant is. I would
angelic?
Yeah, I would invite anybody out there who perhaps knows the connection, could probably write in and tell us. Maybe that would be nice. Or
that would be nice.
I could have done some research prior, but I do know what a laurel is.
They're getting off their laurels.
Yeah, they're getting off their laurels.
They're participating.
Maybe Ali can think of a hypothesis. How could the laurel plant, as a symbol of victory or accomplishment, be connected to resting on one's laurels as the idiom?
I mean, it kind of makes sense, though. I mean, okay, if I were to hypothesize, I would say, like, imagine a farmer. And somehow he plants laurels, let's just go with that scenario. And he just sits on it, as in he's not doing anything further. He's like, just, okay, this is I've achieved this, and this is pretty much what I will stick with now. And I think that's kind of the scenario that I've built in my head.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
he doesn't prune it.
Yeah. As in he's
You
not
plant it.
he's not taking it anywhere else. He's just like, okay, I've planted like a bunch of carrots, or I've planted like some potatoes.
Okay.
And
But you have to harvest those.
of course, there we go.
Laurels you don't need to do anything with.
Maybe.
Okay. I don't know.
I was just thinking, it can also be connected to the victory laurel, because once you've won something and you've gained a laurel or earned one, you can't just rest on it and say, hey, I've won something now, I won't do anything else. I have to keep training, I have to keep innovating, I have to keep practicing, keep learning. So maybe in that sense, we can't rest on the laurels that we've won. We have to keep striving and finding new laurels to win.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds a little bit better.
Yeah.
But the Farmer Ted is good.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, there might be another example of this, though. I just thought about it. For example, speaking of mobile phones, LG just declared loss and pretty much backed out of producing phones. Yeah, they had like a bunch of their own phones, and the
Why?
company kind of just stopped, as in they were making losses.
Okay.
And the reasons given online were that they were not doing anything new or innovative or
Okay.
changing anything, like the market, shaking the market. And I guess this idiom kind of applies there. if you think
They
about
were
it.
resting on their laurels.
Exactly.
Perfect. Oh,
Yeah, that's a
you
good
know,
example.
Yeah, they are. That's a good example. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to In Lingua Podcast, live from Dessau. We hope you stay tuned for more episodes.